Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. I am now going to present the weekly horoscope and unlock your destiny weekly Rashi forecast for all 12 zodiac signs for the upcoming week from 21st of April 2025 to 27th April 2025. Look to the divine for guidance and give your best within your capacity. Let kindness, honesty, and compassion be your strengths as you face life's challenges. With steady faith and genuine effort, positive changes will begin to take shape, leading to personal growth and fulfillment. Believe in the wisdom of a higher power and make sure your actions reflect your true intentions. This will create harmony, inner strength, and inspirations for both you and the people in your life. 12 राशि are Aries राशि, मेष राशि, Taurus, वृष राशि, Gemini, मिथुन राशि, कैंसर, कर्कट राशि, लियो, सिंह राशि, virgo, कन्या राशि, लिब्रा, तुला राशि, स्कॉर्पियो, वृश्चिक राशि, सैजिटेरियस, धनु राशि, कैप्रिकॉर्न, मकर राशि, एक्वेरियस, कुंभ राशि, पिसेस, मीन राशि। 21st April 2025 to 27th April 2025 weekly forecast. In the coming week, your horoscope will provide meaningful insights into different areas of your life. It will point out where you should be careful and also reveal chances for success and self improvement. Pay close attention to these messages to handle challenges wisely and take full advantage of the positive opportunities that arise. Areas, Mesh Rashi. This week, Aries natives may experience a surge of ambition as Sun transits in Aries, bringing confidence, leadership, and a renewed sense of purpose. It's a favorable time for personal and professional initiatives, especially if you have been waiting to launch something new. Mercury's direct motion enhances clarity in communication, aiding in resolving misunderstandings or delays from the past few weeks. Career-wise, opportunities may surface through seniors or government-related work. Financially, a cautious approach is advised around midweek due to possible unexpected expenses. Health remains mostly stable, but don't ignore minor ailments. Rest and hydration will be important. Relationship matters improve as Venus in Pisces brings a romantic and compassionate tone to your personal life. Those in long-term relationships may feel emotionally fulfilled, while singles might attract someone deeply sensitive and artistic. Family support will play a vital role in your decision making this week. Mars in Cancer, however, may create emotional relatability or sudden mood swings. Especially at home, try to maintain harmony. Avoid unnecessary conflicts and focus on creative outlets to channel intense energy. Overall, it's a productive week if balanced with emotional maturity and mindful action. Taurus, Breeze Rashi. This week encourages introspection for Taurus in its natives as the Sun continues its transit through areas activating your 12th house of isolation, rest, and expenditure. You may feel the need to take a step back from the unusual hustle and focus on healing or planning quietly in the background. Venus, your ruling planet, is in Pisces, offering strong support in emotional connections and spiritual practices. Expenses related to travel, health, or helping others might rise, but they could also bring long term inner satisfaction. This is a favorable time for charitable acts and revisiting old habits that need cleansing. Meditation, journaling, or spiritual retreats can bring deep insights now. Professionally, it's a time to maintain a low profile and focus on behind the scenes work. Avoid starting major new ventures until the sun enters Taurus next week. The Mars transit in Cancer, your third house, boosts your courage and communication, giving you the drive to express ideas effectively, especially with siblings or close colleagues. However, impatience or over assertiveness could lead to minor conflicts. stay alert, tactful, relationship-wise, emotional depth and empathy grow stronger, and couples may feel closer than usual. Singles may find meaningful connections through shared values or spiritual interests. Health requires rest and moderation. Avoid overexertion and listen to your body's cues. Gemini, Mithun Rashi. This week brings positive momentum for Gemini natives as Sun transits areas activating your 11th house of gains, social circles, and aspirations. You are likely to experience support from friends, team members, and professional networks. Long term goals gain clarity, and new contacts could play an important role in future success. Mercury, your ruling planet, is now moving direct, aiding mental clarity and improving communication flow. It's a favorable time to present ideas, attend meetings, or collaborate on group projects. Financially, this phase is beneficial for profits, incentives, or returns on past investments. Use this energy to align with like minded individuals and rework your strategy to achieve bigger goals. Relationships will benefit from Venus transiting pieces, which aspects your 10th house, bringing a soft charm and harmony in professional connections. Those in public facing roles or media may gain popularity. However, Mars in Cancer affecting your second house of speech and family warns against impulsive remarks. Choose words wisely to avoid misunderstandings. Family discussions regarding finances may arise, and it's essential to maintain balance between logic and emotion. On the health front, a nutritious diet and calming routines will help reduce mental fatigue. Overall, this is a week where networking, financial focus, and emotional intelligence can together drive strong growth and satisfaction. Cancer, Karkot Rashi. This week may bring strong personal focus for Cancer natives as the Sun transits areas, activating your 10th house of career, authority, and recognition. You may find yourself under the spotlight or taking on more responsibility at work. Promotions, public recognitions, or interactions with government authorities are likely. However, this also increases pressure, balance ambition with humility. Mercury directs helps resolve workplace miscommunications and supports official documentation or proposals. Those in leadership roles will need to make firm but fair decisions. Financially, the week looks stable, though high spending for career development or parental responsibilities may occur. On the emotional side, Venus in Pisces blesses your ninth house, bringing a sense of hope, faith, and love through spiritual or philosophical connections. You may benefit from travel, spiritual activities, or deep conversations with mentors. Those in relationships might explore shared beliefs or plan long journeys together. However, Mars transiting your Lagna first house can make you bold but also reactive. Be mindful of temper and avoid aggressive responses. Use Mars energy to pursue personal goals, improve health through physical activity, and reset your needs constructively. Overall, it's a week of progress and self discovery if you maintain emotional balance and mindful communication. Leo, Sinha Rasi. This week holds transformative energy for Leo natives as the Sun, your ruling planet, transits areas, lighting up your ninth house of luck, dharma, and higher knowledge. This is an excellent time for travel, education, spiritual pursuits, and legal matters. You may find renewed motivation to chase long term dreams or explore foreign opportunities. Support from mentors or father like figures could guide you in the right direction. Mercury Direct adds clarity in decisions regarding higher studies, publishing, or distant ventures. If you have been facing uncertainty, this is the week to take bold steps with a strong inner compass guiding you. Venus in Pieces brings soft energy to your ninth house, highlighting emotional depth and shared finances and intimacy. This transit can enhance romantic bonding through vulnerability, but may also still hidden fears. Address them with honesty. Financially, you may benefit from a partner's resources or joint ventures. However, Mars in Cancer in your 12th house would create sleep disturbances, anxiety, or increased expenses. Balance actions with rest. Avoid impulsive decisions, especially related to foreign travel or secret dealings. Health-wise, focus on mental wellness and spiritual healing. Overall, it's a week of learning, personal growth, and subtle shifts that will empower your long-term journey. Virgo, Konna Rasi. This week brings deep inner shifts for Virgo natives as the sun transits areas, influencing your 8th house of transformation, hidden matters, and joint resources. It's a time to dig beneath the surface, emotionally, financially, or spiritually. Issues related to inheritance, loans, taxes, or shared finances may come up, requiring attention and smart decision making. Mercury, your ruling planet, moving direct now, supports logical thinking and helps clarify misunderstandings, especially in sensitive areas. This is also a favorable time to delve into research, astrology, or occult studies. However, avoid risky financial investments and hasty actions. Patience will yield better results. Venus in Pieces, occupying your 7th house of partnerships, enhances romance and cooperation in personal and professional relationships. This transit promotes harmony, making it a great time to heal conflicts or deepen emotional bonds. Singles may find a charming and emotionally compatible partner. Meanwhile, Mars in Cancer, your 11th house, gives you the drive to network and push you toward goal, but watch for emotional impulsiveness in group settings. Friends or social causes may energize you, but don't get entangled in drama. Health may require attention to the reproductive or hormonal systems. So routine checkups are wise. Overall, this is a transformative week that can empower you through your inner work, strong partnerships, and wise strategy. Libra, Tula Rasi. This week, partnerships and collaborations like center stage for Libra natives as the sun transits areas, activating your 7th house of relationships, business partnerships, and public dealings. It's a powerful time to reassess how you relate to others, both personally and professionally. Expect new alliances or shifts in existing bonds. Mercury going direct helps improve clarity in conversations, making it easier to resolve misunderstandings and reach agreements. If you are involved in legal matters, progress is likely. This transit brings visibility, visibility, so use this time to present yourself confidently in negotiations or public roles. On the emotional and romantic front, Venus in Pieces graces your 6th house, which may bring affection through work connections or acts of service. However, balance is needed. Don't let kindness be mistaken for weakness. Mars in Cancer, placed in your 10th house, gives you drive and ambition in your career, but could also stay tension with authority figures if emotions are not well regulated. Be tactful at the workplace, especially when under pressure. Health matters may need moderate attention, avoid overexertion, and focus on a balanced routine. Overall, it's a dynamic week where relationship harmony, professional passion, and strategic communication can bring impressive progress. Scorpio, Vristic Rasi. This week centers around discipline, routine, and health as the sun transits areas, highlighting your 6th house of daily work, service, and wellness. You may feel motivated to tackle pending tasks, organize your schedule, and improve your productivity. It's a great time to handle debts, compete in professional environments, or adopt healthier habits. Corporate direct motion supports clear thinking and better workplace communication, helping you resolve confusion or administrative delays. However, maintain humility, avoid ego clashes with coworkers. Legal issues may resurface and can now be dealt with strategically and calmly. Emotionally, this is a favorable week as Venus in Pisces sweetens your 8th house, enhancing love life, creativity, and bonding with children. Romance could flourish through emotional conversations or shared artistic interests. If you are single, a compassionate connection may develop, while those in relationships may enjoy harmony and affectionate moments. Mars, your ruler in Cancer, energizes your 9th house, urging you to explore travel, higher learning, and spiritual growth. However, be mindful of dogmatic thinking, or impulsive reactions in philosophical debates. Health may see improvement if you stay active and avoid stress. Overall, it's a week of healing, heart-centered expression, and practical achievements. Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi. This week, Sun in Aries activates your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression, making it an excellent time to engage in creative projects, hobbies, or anything that brings you joy. You may feel inspired to take bold steps in love or pursue activities that spark your passion. If you are in a relationship, this period encourages playful and heartfelt connections. Mercury direct helps clear up any misunderstandings or delays that have been affecting your communication, especially in matters related to children or creative ventures. Financially, investments in creative or speculative pursuits may see promising results, but stay cautious about overextending. Health-wise, keeping your energy levels in check is key. Do not overcommit yourself and take time for self-care. On the professional front, Venus in Pisces graces your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations, making this a favorable time to beauty your living space or invest in family-related matters. Relationships with family members, particularly female figures, will be harmonious. However, Mars in Cancer impacts your eighth house of transformation and shared resources, urging you to confront your hidden financial issues or emotional baggage. While this brings the energy to make lasting changes, it could also lead to tensions or power struggles in joint ventures. Take care to avoid confrontations and instead focus on long-term goals. This week offers a blend of creative growth, home improvements, and deep personal transformations. Capricorn, Makar Rashi. This week, the Sun in Aries activates your fourth house of home, family, and emotional security, creating a strong focus on your domestic life. You may feel compelled to rearrange your living space or spend more time with family members. This is a good time for home improvement projects or creating a more powerful and nurturing environment. Mercury going direct clears up any previous communications issues related to family matters or property. Financial matters related to home or family could also be resolved more smoothly. However, there may be an underlying need to balance work and personal life, so make sure to nurture both your family relationships and your career goals. In the professional sphere, Venus in Pisces highlights your third house of communication, learning, and short trips, making it an ideal time for networking and collaborating with colleagues. Your ability to express yourself will be enhanced, and you may find that others are more receptive to your ideas. Whether in business or personal connections, this transit supports diplomacy and charm in your communications. Mars in Cancer impacting your seventh house of partnerships suggests potential challenges in romantic or business relationships. Conflicts with partners or clients might arise due to emotional misunderstandings, so exercise patience and avoid impulsive reactions. On the health front, focus on your well-being, your, your emotional well-being, and avoid overloading yourself with tasks. Overall, it's a week of balancing home life, professional commitments, and relationships with a strong focus on emotional growth. In the professional sphere, Venus in Pisces highlights your third house of communication, learning, and short trips, making it an ideal time for networking and collaborating with colleagues. Your ability to express yourself will be enhanced, and you may find that others are more receptive to your ideas. Whether in business or personal connections, this transit supports diplomacy and charm in your communications. Mars in Cancer, impacting your seventh house of partnerships, suggests potential challenges in romantic or business relationships. Conflicts with partners or clients might arise due to emotional misunderstandings, so exercise patience and avoid impulsive reactions. On the health front, focus on your emotional well-being and avoid overloading yourself with tasks. Overall, it's a week of balancing home life, professional commitments, and relationships with a strong focus on emotional growth. Aquarius. This week, the Sun in Aries activates your third house of communication, learning, and short travels, making it an excellent time to share your ideas, network, and engage in new educational pursuits. You may feel more confident expressing yourself, whether through writing, speaking, or even on social media. Mercury now moving direct helps clear up any misunderstandings and supports better coordination in your interactions, especially with siblings or neighbors. You may also find it easier to navigate any delays in travel plans or business or negotiations. It's an ideal time to catch up on correspondence and strengthen professional relationships through communication. However, avoid overloading yourself with information, focus on digestible learning and clear expressions. On the emotional front, Venus in Pisces influencing your second house of personal values, money and possessions may bring a more harmonious atmosphere in your financial dealings. You could feel drawn to indulge in luxury or focus on beautifying your surroundings. However, Mars in a Cancer placed in your sixth house brings a focus on work, health, and daily routines. While you may be highly motivated to accomplish tasks, there is a risk of burnout or workplace conflicts, especially with colleagues or service providers. Pay attention to your physical and mental health to avoid overexertion. This week may present opportunities for both personal growth and professional success, but maintaining balance is key. Be mindful of your health and avoid unnecessary stress in your work environment. He says, this week the Sun in Aries activates your second house of finances, values, and personal resources, which could bring opportunities for increased income or a fresh perspective on managing your finances. You may feel motivated to enhance your self-worth through material or personal achievements, but it's important to stay grounded and avoid overspending. Mercury going direct supports clarity in communication regarding financial agreements, personal possessions, or even legal matters related to assets. There could also be a focus on improving how you express yourself and your values, especially in relationships or business dealings. This is a good time to reassess your budgeting or make investments that align with your long-term financial goals. On the personal and emotional front, Venus in Pisces, occupying your first house of self-expression and identity, brings a soft, magnetic charm to your personality. Your relationships are likely to flourish with opportunities to attract love or deepen existing bonds. You may feel more compassionate and understanding toward others, making it easier to resolve conflicts or mend broken connections. However, Mars in Cancer, placed in your fifth house of creativity and romance, encourages you to take bold steps in your personal life, but be cautious of impulsiveness in romantic or creative pursuits. Tensions could arise if emotions are not properly managed. So focus on maintaining balance. Health-wise, this is a good week of focusing on self-care, but avoid overindulgence. Overall, this week offers growth in both personal and financial realms if you manage your resources wisely and nurture your emotional well-being. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share, and subscribe.